Yeah, my name is Ben, and I want to show you one of the systems we've developed. This is a point of sale system that can be used for, it can basically be used for any retail outlet. It can be used for a normal shop, a fast food outlet, a restaurant, or any other kind of retail outlet. This system will help you manage your reports. It will help you manage your employees. It will help you manage your daily inventories, both the fast moving items and also the inventories that you don't expect to to move each and every day. This system has two interfaces, one interface for an administrator and another one for the user or the person at the front desk who is involved in day out sales. uh, if we take an example of a user who is an administrator, the user must log in. User is called Ben. Get the password, log in. Now these are the things. This is the administrator interface. You can see that this is the administrator Ben. Ben can do a number of things. Ben can manipulate employees or can manage employees. Ben can view reports. Ben can work with inventories. Ben can work with consumables, all the daily inventories. Uh, we'll go through each and every one of them and see what each entails and what the admin is able to do. Let's start with employees. When Ben comes to employees, he's able to first see the details of all the employees within the business. For our case, we have two employees. We have Ben and we have Jack. Ben, as we can see, there are the details for Ben for each and every user. You can see that Ben is an admin and Jack is a normal user. The normal user is the person at the front desk, the person involved in daily sales. We can add a new employee. This is for clearing the fields. These fields, if at all you made some error and you don't want to come and delete uh, character by character, the administrator can also delete an employee. If, for instance, an employee is sacked, an employee moves on, or can also manage employees' information, update that is employees' information. Uh, let's go through each and every one of them. Let's say Ben wants to add a new user called John. The new user's first name, we could say it's John. And the second one is Odul. The user needs to have a username and a password. This is what will enable him, John, to always be in a position to use the system. We can give Mr. Odul a username like John, yeah, and a password, let's say 123. We select, is John a normal user at the front office or is John an administrator? For our case, we can say John is a normal user and we add John to our list of employees. You can see John is now one of our employees. If at all we realized we need to change some of the details about John, we can come here. We click on the employee we want to manipulate their details and come here. Let's say, for example, John said his username should be Johnny. So we add Johnny and update. You can see Johnny's username. Now John will be using Johnny as his username whenever he or he wants to log in. We can also delete an employee. Let's say an employee moves on. We come, click on John and delete John. So John is no longer recognized by the system and John can now not use our system until re-added again. That is what employees entails. Uh, the administrator can also view reports. There are different kinds of reports. They could be daily sales, reports on the daily sales. They could be reports on the items in the inventory. There could be reports on purchases, or these are things that the business has purchased from outside. Or they could be reports from on the daily operations on the inventories. Now you basically just select the type of report you want and the period from when you want to view the report up to when. Let's say we want it from 1st of July to 22nd of July and view reports. The first report takes a few minutes. Yeah, we can see now it's out with the details of the inventory. These are the items within in the inventory. Total amount, you can see the total amount. We can print the report. We can also save the report if at all we want to save it for further reference, or rather we can print it and save it as our hard copy. That is reports. Let's go to our next operation. It could be consumables. Now the consumables are the items that this business consumes every day. If at all, if we take an example of fast food outlet, uh, one of the consumables could be mandazi. So if at all we want to enter a number of mandazis that were cooked on Monday, this is where the admin must come, sees all the consumable items within the business and can manage them. Each item, each consumable item must be within a category. And to add the categories, the admin first has to come here, add a category, can delete a category, or update an existing category. To add a category, you just come uh, here. We could want to add a category called beef, or rather we can call it meat, so that we can have different kinds of meats. We saving is successful, and we see meat is added into our categories. Now if at all the admin wants to add an item from the meat category, he will come here and add an item from here. So now we can also delete an existing item category. Let's say for example we want to delete meat. uh, we click on meat and delete. So meat is no longer within our categories, amongst our categories. You can also update fried, you can update, change whatever you want and update from here. If at all we want to, that happens similarly for all the other consumable items. We click on the item we want to change and change whatever we want to change and update from here. We can also delete, and we can also get a new item. For example, we can take mandazi. We can add mandazi. Mandazi is it's a bakery. Let's say mandazi is the unit to measure is in ones. You can say it's holes. And what's the price of one mandazi? It's let's say it's one mandazi goes for 15 bob. We save. You can see we now have a consumable called mandazi. Now the guy at the front office, whenever he's making a sale, you will always see mandazi as one of the item within bakeries. So that goes for consumables. Inventory, this is where you now add items that are used to prepare consumables. For example, in our case we have unga and cooking oil. These are the items that may not move as fast as consumables. So we can change the same way. We can save a new, we can update an existing, or we can delete an existing too. That goes for inventory. Daily inventories is for updating what items within the inventory. If at all we've already added an item into the inventory, And for example, we do a purchase of the same item. Instead of adding the item afresh, now here is where we come and update the amount. For example, for unga, let's say we received a packet of unga. We come select it's receiving. It could be receiving or issuing. This issuing is for if, for example, we sold 10 packets of unga, we come here and say we issued. The item is unga, the units out, 10 packets, transaction by Ben, the administrator, and transacted with who? Let's say is it transacted, the people who bought the unga are mm, Mami Hotel, and we save that item issued, recorded. That is what the administrator can do. 5 operations. So now let's log out and log in as a person from the front office. One of the users is Jackie. Jackie's password is Jackie logs in, and Jackie finds an absolutely new and different interface from that of the main user, from that of the administrator. Jackie is able to see all the categories of all items that are ready for sale. There are bakeries, there are foods, there are fried, there are hard drinks, there are snacks, there are soft drinks. Jackie selects whatever he or she he wants to sell. Within bakeries, there are 2 items. There is chapati and mandazi. You remember we added mandazi just a few minutes ago. So come and add chapati. How many? The number of chapatis, let's say 2. You see, we have chapatis, 2 chapatis. This is just for a sale. This is just for a sale. This should not worry you. It's just for a sale. Are not completed there. But this does not go to the. This does not count here. You can see that unit cost of chapati is 10, and you can see the unit price of chapati is 10, and there are 2, so the total amount is 20. So let's delete this. This does not need to come into account. The same client wants to buy mandazi, chapati and mandazi, 5 pieces of mandazi. That comes here. You can see the amount is now 95. If the same customer wants now to buy a snack, so Jackie needs to come, change the category to snacks. You can see there is no food, or there is no item that is saved under snacks. It could be a hard drink. Hard drinks, there are 3 hard drinks saved. It could be Crest, Fanta, or lemon. I hope they are hard drinks. Fanta, let's say 2 bottles of Fanta, enter. So this goes on and on. As long as you add an item, the item calculates here, and you have the total amount. If at all Jackie needs to do some calculation, fast calculation, Jackie can come here, do the fast calculations. 5 plus 6, you get the answer. So yes, Jackie can do some fast calculation. Gets to calculator, does 2 plus 3, or any other sum, can closes and through. Jackie can cancel a sale. Let's say, for example, Jackie made a sale and needs to cancel the sale. Jackie just needs to do cancel sale. The sale is cancelled, and this will not now be factored in any other sale, the next sale. If Jackie finishes a sale, for example, let's sell 2 chapatis. If Jackie completes, if the customer is satisfied with only 2 chapatis for the night, so Jackie comes and saves how much did the customer produce. Let's say produce 25 shillings. The change is just 5 shillings, and the sale is complete. Now this produces a receipt, and the receipt goes directly to the printer. This is the receipt that is produced. Let's save it in our desktop. The reason that it saves is because we are not currently connected to a printer. If at all you are connected to a printer, this will go directly to the printer. So let's see how the reports looks like. We've saved it as cash sales report. So this is our report. This is how our report will look like on a normal report paper. So you can view the report. It will be, but it will be a printout of the same. It will not be saved. If done with that, uh, if Jackie completes his sales, Jackie can log out, and this will make it possible for the next user to come and use the system. Another user can come, log in, and be able to do similar operations on the system. Thank you. That was our point of sale application, and I hope it can help you within your business. If you find it can help you, please feel free to contact us within by the contacts in our bio below this video. Thanks and have a nice time.